La, 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 la. I'm preparing, give me a second. Welcome back to Low Energy Videos. No alcohol tonight, but trucking. First part is going to be trucking. Then, I believe I will play Bioshock, as promised. Eh. Okay, and there we are. Here we are, and here you are. Hey, Rad Gamer. Whoa. Great seeing you again. Hope you don't get too bored or too disinterested, but unfortunately we are playing the magical world of Trucking Simulator. Because trucks are cool. Ah, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Um, yeah, so in that case, I often play this or Euro Truck. Um, my cough's getting much better now, so it's not so bad. I just need to get. Um, just getting ready. I hope you're well. After my computer crashed, and that was a bit of blue balls right there. I was enjoying that night. I'd have kept on going. But after it crashed, I was like, okay, I've got no more beer. I'm hungry. It's late. So, for God's sake. Come on. Connect. Register. You normally do. Controls. Gamepad. Simple automatic. Next. Finish. Back. Drive. Okay. Although I can't seem to look around. Whoa. Never do that. You can just press start. Okay, so let's see what we have. Yeah, so after that, I just called it a night, but it was a fun night. Um, I'll be back on Wednesday to play it. I know a good thing. I've had nothing but success playing Oblivion, so that'll be my new Wasted Wednesdays, and I'll play it twice a week, at least until I come back from the States. Then we'll see. Then we'll see what's cooking. All right, so I've covered a huge track of Oregon, so for about 2 hours today. I will be also going about Oregon, doing my Oregon shit, and then I'm going to be off. There's a live stream I want to watch myself, but I will be back later on this evening to play some Bioshock. So we'll see how that works. Right. So job market, quick job, neat. No, I want to stay in Oregon. I can go to a new place. That's what I'm after. Albuquerque, Burns, no, go right down to the bottom. So, wait, what? Really? Oh, God. Nowhere's going there. Castlebad. Eh, find me a place. Find me anywhere. Ah, perfect. Don't get much money, but fuck it. Bend, from the Bend to the Dells. Ah, I almost forgot. So to spice it up a bit, I'm gonna minimize now and bring up a music playlist. I've been getting more creative with it, but today I think a bit of classical music won't kill. Alright. How's that? Too loud? Too quiet? Tell Uncle Low Energy if it's good or not. It's a little bit too loud on my headphones. So I'm just gonna lower it real quick. Okay, so we got everything. When I'm done here, I'm finally gonna do something I always say I do, and I never get around to it. I'm gonna go and get another truck, or I'm just gonna buy something new from someone. No, not buy. Come on, say the right words. I'm going to go and hire somebody and get them a new truck, and yeah. Oh shit, it's not working. Alright, well I'm doing it the hard way then. I'm doing it via keyboard. Two little skips. Nice interior. Ooh, I like the padded ceiling. Okay, so we get out this way. Anyway, this game in particular, I always appreciate someone to chat to, so that or else I drink a lot and make a complete ass of myself. Ooh, this truck is going super duper fast. Whoa, whoa! Turns on a dime. This almost seems like it might be broken. I'm like gliding. Well, sharp corners will be no hassle, I suppose. I also want to upgrade my own. No, I think I'll upgrade my truck first because it's very bare bones. I had a bunch of mods installed, but with this new DLC, the mods kind of needed to be updated. So while I'm here, I suppose I will go and do that. Whoa. Whoa. That really does seem a little bit too much. It is. Yeah, wrong side of the wrong continent there, Dylan. Wrong continent. And 55. By the way, I have been asked, ever since I got this, I've been asking people, have you ever been or do you live in Oregon? Because if you do, or if you have, how does this fare in comparison? In terms of, like, appearance. I think it looks a little bit more dry than I was expecting. Whoa, shit! What the? Okay, something is wrong. Something is wrong. See the way I'm bouncing about? It's like the gravity's gone from this or something. Jesus Christ, is there... What happened? Options. Gameplay. Random desktop. No, that wouldn't be it. Controls. Keyboard and wireless controller. No, just keyboard and mouse. Wait a minute. Jesus Christ! I think something's really wrong with the damn thing. At least it's keeping it interesting. Let's see. It's not a long trip, but let's see, can I get there? Let's see, can I get to where I need to be? Bloody wire. Buddy, just go. Go on. Uh-oh. Oh, honk all you want. I've got my own problems. Feels like the... Whoa. Whoa, okay. Okay, I think I might have fixed it. Yeah, no, it's still very, turns very, very quickly. Hold on, I'll read what you said now. Let me just get some cruise control going. And I'm not talking about the band. Three. There. Okay, now, let's see what you said. Oh yeah, go check out Zoom. It's his rap album, content creator, Young Scrolls. He made a few songs using Che Guevara's voice. Oh! Yeah, I remember you saying that yesterday. I'll tell you what, I can do that, but you see, I don't want to be hit with copyright content claim, you know? I don't make any money off this, but I don't want to just constantly get a new notification in my inbox. So, I don't know if I can show a creator, but I'll definitely check it out. And if they're like, yeah, sure, that's not a problem, you can use our stuff, then, you know, that's different. But, yeah, I can check out that shit. I can check it out, no problem. Alright. Steering with the mouse is so floaty. It's like jumping in Oblivion after playing Skyrim. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, that's terrifying. I'm just gonna go right back here in the middle. Like trying to fly a helicopter. Also, I didn't get to say it, but thanks to everyone who showed up last night. Got a few new subs, got a lot of views, got a lot of likes. Yeah, it was alright, except for the ending, it was pretty alright. But, you see, when I hit 100, like I said, I'm going to do a 24-hour stream. But I realized, because the freezing can happen a lot on my computer, it would not be practical to constantly be on my computer. So what I'm going to do is, when I do hit 100 subs, I'm going to have a 24-hour worth of content all posted up one after another, as live as they can be. But when they can't be live, you know, as quickly as possible, I'll get online, or I'll post up a video or something. So it'll be roughly over the course of a day. But yeah, that's the same voice actor, Laren something or other, I forget his name. But, yeah, I don't know if that's copyrighted or not. I gotta check it out, though. Like I said, the Shoddycast Elder Scrolls series, the end of it, they got him on as, like, a guest, playing Sheogorath. It was glorious. And Haskell. Of course, it was also a charity job, lights. It was a charity's job to show, like to donate to like dementia and things like that. It's so sensitive, this mouse control. Too fast. Yeah, I will. But yeah, the good thing about, though, not being live 24/7 is that I'll be able to, for example, travel. I think if I'm going to be doing this for 24 hours, sure, I'll like do what I did last night. A 6-hour long stream of Skyrim sounds, or Elder Scroll, any Elder Scrolls game, sounds pretty cool. However, I mostly have people watching me not so much for my gaming, but for my travel. So why don't I, at like 8 or 9 in the morning, hop on a train and go to a city, you know? I take my camera with me, I'll pop into places and do live streams, I'll make a little video, and then I'll pop back and hop back on this camera, you know? Because I have the money and I definitely will have the time. I would have been planning this, I hope. I particularly would love to I wish Ireland had the Wi-Fi set up that I could just go into Dublin and just walk around, you know, with like a Wi-Fi hotspot. But even though there are Wi-Fi hotspots, they're really weak strength. I like what Ben Pie does. Sometimes he just takes the camera and goes in Seattle or up to Vancouver. It's pretty damn cool. Yeah, I'd love to show Dublin, like walk down Mary Street and Henry Street, and because I always end up in the same place, which is a bar. Which I like bars. I like bars a lot, but Dublin has more. And then I can go to a bar and get a bit jarred, and then I can go to another bar and have something to eat, and then I can go and show something else. Then I can talk on the train back, and then I pop back here, you know. See what I mean about that turn? Holy shit nuggets. And I've heard this song before, because I've heard this playlist before. But, you know, it's not going to be too long. I really wish you could listen to the radio, like the actual radio that they supply in this game, where you're just able to turn on any radio station. But yeah, it's all copyrighted. Everything's copyrighted. Every single thing is copyrighted, and some is far more copyrighted than others. They can just take it down straight away, you know. Because on long haul trips like this, Jesus. Driving like a madman. Oh god, this is Europe level of switchbacks. What the hell, mountain passes? I thought America didn't have these. Oh god. Thank god for my super tight turns. And my super tight something else. Nudge nudge, wink wink. I don't even know where the hell I'm going with that one. Okay. Yeah. Well, kind of. That wasn't Big Head, was it? I remember Big Head. I know he died yesterday. I don't know exactly why he died, but R.I.P. Big Head. Big Head, Big Head. No. Oh shit. Wipers. Was it K? No, those are the special lights. There they are. I was gonna say, why is it raining so much, but I am in Oregon, so... By the way, Storm Callum has passed, so the internet should be a little bit stronger. But we are a tiny island in the middle of the Atlantic, so expect a lot more storms this time of year. Someone drowned in the UK. It was sad. Christ, I need to invest in some street lamps or highway roads. Whoa, shit! Come on, little guy. Check out Young Scrolls. Also, when you check out Young Scrolls, go to all the songs you made. There's 15 songs, and you had the drown. Oh yes, that's right. I thought you were talking about something about in game, and I'm like, wait, no, didn't I just say someone drowned? Yeah, someone drowned. No one was hurt in Ireland, but I'm actually not sure what the damage in Ireland was. The storm we had prior. Oh god, this is a terrible story. Somebody was on a camper van out in Galway, or Mayo, out in the west anyway, and a strong gust of wind blew her and the caravan down off the side of a cliff into the ocean. That must have been absolutely terrifying. This would be a nice landscape if there was like more light or something, but Bushnell's Farms needs sods, wood chippings. Our steak is only made out of the finest American wood chippings. Wait. You ever play this, by the way? Oh god, yeah. And they could do it in a video of like 2 or 3 hours. Jim Sterling got copyright takedown for having a 10-second clip of a Nintendo, some Nintendo footage in a 2-hour-long video. But he did find a way around that. Oh, I made some bad coffee today. This is new. But he did find a way around that. He did a thing where you just have so many things on screen at once from so many different copywriters, people, that they kind of cancel each other out. It's actually kind of genius. I don't know if it still works. Ah! Okay. Maybe I have a mod installed or something that makes using the mouse. This goddamn oh, come on, that's close enough. There, good. Fuck it. Yeah, I didn't get anything for that. Alright, let's try this again. Let's see, can I get this to work? Controls. Input wizard. Simple automatic. Oh, for God's sake. There was already one pre-installed. Alright. Let's see if this works. Not a joystick, Jesus. Alright. Now, he's based out of Sacramento. Yep. Okay. Let's hope this works. I need to go to a recruiting agency. At least I think I do. Well. Alright. Around the keyboard. M. M is for map. Alright, so where's the recruiting agency in Ontario? Legend. There's a garage for sale. But I've only got the one so far, so I don't need it. Alright, here are the jobs, so I'm actually going to try here around the corner and see if that gets me. See if that gets me what I'm looking for. 'Cause I still haven't found what I'm looking for, which is someone else to make me some money, so I can upgrade my truck, so I can buy more shit. I have to hire someone, then I have to find a truck that any truck will do, to be honest with you. Ha! Who needs your rules on your roads? Where we're going, we still need roads, but we don't need the rules of the road. Recruitment agency! Woo! Yeah, I was about to say, it's a bit early in the day, isn't it? Alright, where's the nearest, Alright, and I suppose what I'll do is I'll go to, what one is it? I know exactly what I'll do. I will go to truck deals. And I'll buy online. Oh, bollocks. Bollocks, bollocks, bollocks. Alright. Where's the nearest dealers? Oh, there's one off in Melford. I guess I'm driving to Melford then? No, I can still get the recruitment agency online, can't I? Or a driver? Yeah. Oh, you're bullshitting me. I have to go all the way back down to Sacramento. Alright, that's... No, fuck it. It wants me to drive down to Sacramento. I will fucking drive down to Sacramento. This is going to take up the bulk of my time here tonight. But alright, I'm going to get down to Sacramento. Back to my home base, which is... here, I think? I think so. At least the store will be open by the time I'm there. "12 hours. Oh, God. Whee! Yeah, something's gone wrong with the controls. Or maybe it hasn't, and I've done something with it. Whatever it is, I'm glad I'm only playing this for 2 hours, or an hour and a half now, I suppose. Fuck it, middle of the night, no one sees, no one cares. I'm getting out of this Stinkburg, USA. I like Euro Truck. I can't wait for the Baltic states to be added in. I'd love if illegal immigrants, someone modded in a bunch of illegal immigrants, and they cling on the inside of your truck, like underneath it. They'll pay you in family jewels and hope and broken dreams. Okay. At least now we got nothing but time. Time where I can talk about whatever. So... what the hell? Are you shitting me? Bloody cruise control. Oh. So I'm back on the treadmill. I stopped because of this cold. But yeah, I'm doing a few minutes every day now. Just brilliant because I've got that trip coming up pretty soon and I want to lose as much weight as possible. But I've been kind of a bad picky as of late. I've been eating more than I should and I've been not exercising. But I'm back on the bandwagon, so let's see how much I can lose before November the 1st, not December the 1st, Jesus. Almost did go in December. I almost booked it for December. Maybe next year. Just not quite sure when they're having their weddings, and I need to find that out. Ugh. Of course, once I'm in America, I'm gonna eat whatever the hell I want. You don't go to America, you don't go to Omaha, for fuck's sake, and not go crazy. More restaurants per capita than any other city in America. I'm gonna stuff my face. Let's see. But this crazy control scheme I've got going on right now, it's a bit hard to turn. It's very janky. Let's see, can I? Oh, I know. There are some people who, well, you know, here's the thing. If you're happy with who you are, if you're happy how you look, I mean really happy with how you look, that is fine. It's not healthy, and don't pretend that it is. If you're morbidly obese, but claiming there's nothing wrong with you. No, that there is. You're morbidly obese. You're going to die a lot sooner, and probably directly related to that morbid obesity. But if you're okay with being that size, no one should guilt you, and no one probably will guilt you. No one that matters, except, I don't know, maybe your parents. Which of course, that comes from a place of love. They're terrified that one day you're just going to have a heart attack at the age of 35, you know? But, you know, people, that body positivity shit. I'm a fat guy. I'm a very fat guy. I don't know currently what my weight is, and frankly, I don't want to. But every time I stand up, you should be able to see this impressive paunch that I have. I might not be the fattest guy on the planet, but it's there. And, you know, I'm saying lose fucking weight. It's good for you. And that doesn't mean you have to stop eating the things you want to eat. And you don't have to do it for in fact, if you're doing it for solely aesthetic reasons, don't do it. Like, do it for yourself. It really does make you feel a lot better. I at one point was so much fatter than this. About 25, 24 stone. There's an occasional picture of me. And I was just a mountain of fat. And, you know, there's 1,001 different things. The way you sleep, usually if you have something to eat and drink at the same time, you start sweating buckets because you can't get enough air. Bumping into things, airplane seats, oh god. Crowded buses are another one. Hell, even seatbelts or seat buckles become a nightmare. Clothes. Half a dozen different things. Now people say, oh, I'm tall, so it's not so bad. Well, it still was pretty bad. It still was pretty bad. So I lost weight. It took me about a year, and I lost about half my body weight, and it was great. But then I started putting it back on, then I started taking it off, and I've been ballooning ever since. Ballooning and shrinking ever since. And that's almost as bad as just staying fat. Your body's going to break down at some point. Ugh, my nose is blocked. I know I can bypass a way station. I'm carrying nothing. But except for all my guilt. But yeah, there's a huge distinction between, you know, making sure no one's being bullied over your weight, or claiming that, say, you're anorexic and that's a good thing. No, that's just the same, but in reverse. Don't do that if you need to eat to live, you know. But it's just, at the end of the day, just, you know, ask yourself, are you happy with this? And if so, fine. But don't turn it around and claim that, you know, this is how you were made. No, this is how you made yourself. Maybe society and super cheap food had something to do with it, but you've only got yourself to blame for most of your choices you're ever going to make in your life, good or bad. Don't do what I do, though. Not just the ballooning, but also don't just do cardio. Otherwise you're going to be left with nothing but loose skin. After a while, start working in that, some muscle as well. Otherwise you're going to look like John Goodman. Hold on. I'll wait until I'll turn this corner and read what you said there. I think I almost should get like a little pouch for the side of my TV here and just hang my phone off it so I can read it. I used to read it off my TV here on the side, and then I broke my HD wire for my my Magic Box, which had YouTube on it, so I used to read it here. And of course, XSplit is meant to have chats, but I turn it on and nothing. Connecting to YouTube live chat. No, you're not. Okay, so yeah, that's a good point. Problem with a lot of these feminist whales who say there's no correlation between fat and bad health is that's my concern. Yes, I mean, I'll always remember. You're correct me if I'm wrong, but you're from the UK, right? UK, Ireland. If not, I'm sure you'll still recognise the show, the premise of the show. Yeah, there's an anorexic girl on YouTube, her fans. Yeah, UK. Fans trying to help her, she's saying she's well, because nothing wrong. Of course not. Of course not. And the idea is then they feel like they're being victimized. And there's always somebody ready to side with them for their own selfish needs. Alright, so do you remember Gok Wan's show where he would go around and he was morbidly obese and he lost a ton of weight. But he'd go around and he would, you know, make people happy with how they dress and shit like that. Well, I remember one episode where there was this really, really fat woman. Now she was taller than him, but I don't think he's a very tall man anyway. But it didn't hold on her well. I know some people say it doesn't hold well on women who are tall or thin, or tall or short. He went and he was like, "Oh, love, you look great. You look fantastic. Oh, I love how you look. This is great." And I'm just there like, dude, she is the same way you were, and you're praising her. And then, later on, there was a woman who did only have a little bit of curves, and society was more or less browbeating her to lose as much weight as possible. And you could see she was getting really upset about it. Her boyfriend at the time was like, this is all in the same episode. He was like, "Oh, you know, people call her thunder thighs and chubby and things like that, and I often find her crying." And Gok Wan goes, "Love, you really have to accept the fact that these people know what's best for you. Maybe do lose a little bit of weight." And I'm like, you hypocritical shitheel. All he was doing was pandering. All he was doing was pandering to what is trendy. He didn't give a shit about these women. I know a lot of people, those self-help shows, they seldom do give a shit about the people. But I mean, this was so blatant. I would have fucking broke his jaw if I was that guy's boyfriend. Like, fucking hell. She had a little bit of curve. She actually looked good in my opinion. If she wanted to lose weight, hell, if she wanted to gain a little bit of weight, and I was him, I'd be like, fair enough. But if she turned into that whale woman, I'd be like, love, I love you, so I have to say this. You've put on a dangerous amount of weight. And then what? The whole world would turn around and say, "Oh, how could you say that?" You know? Fucking hypocrisy. I can't stand it. That was my little tirade there. Sorry about that. That one clip always stuck in my mind. This was years ago too. It's gone into full swing today. I mean, anyone who says that, like, oh, bullying isn't real unless it's like physically attacking and shit like that, bullshit. People can be bullied to do 1,000 different things in 1,000 different ways. And of course, then you got the anorexics as well. You've got the these at the opposite. I've known a few people who are anorexic. Most seem, when they're anorexic, they seem to justify it to some degree in a sort of like sullen, "Oh, I know, I need to eat more." It's just, and then they give an excuse. It's always an excuse. "I know I need to stop gambling more. I know I need to drink more, drink less." I'm a perfect example of that. And there's always an excuse, and there's always somebody ready to, usually platitudes, usually because it's easier, just to agree with them and then move on. Usually with some shitty little advice. It doesn't really help them. It actually just, it enables them. Or at least distracts them, you know? Whoa, what's that say? Mullock? Mullock! Oh, milk. Wait, does it say got milk, though? Please. Oh, doesn't. Doesn't say got milk. I mean, you have to remember in life there's excuses and then there's reasons. And sometimes the two might sound very similar, but one great way of knowing about a reason is that a reason usually can be changed. If they describe it, like let's just say I can't run anymore because I broke my leg. Okay, that's a reason. That's not an excuse. Some person comes along and says, "Oh, you're just a quitter." Yeah, that person's a fucking shitheel. You know, I don't want to go to work today because I'm being bullied. Yeah, that's a reason too. But then a few years later, you find that person's legs healed and they've gained a shit ton of weight and never leave the house. And they go, "Oh, but my leg still doesn't feel good." Yeah, that's an excuse. Or they never leave, again, they never leave their house. Or they get really angry because they don't want to be bullied anymore. So then instead they become the bully. And they're like, "I'm not going to be pushed around anymore." That's an excuse. Justification. But, you know, that's humanity for you, you know? At the end of the day, that's just humanity. And we're all guilty of it. I am, you probably are, in something, some way. We just need to be better towards each other. While still calling out the bullshit. In a constructive way. Unless it's fun just to make fun of the fun of the idiots. This is nice. This is kind of like what Nebraska's like, except there's corn everywhere. Just fields of corn and no mountains. It's so flat. It's so flat. Maybe out in the west of it they start getting mountains, because that goes into Colorado then. Well, we still got 8.5 hours to kill. And we've been doing this for 48 minutes. Ugh. And I swear, yeah, this is the second time tonight I've had this playing. So I'm actually going to really quickly change the playlist. Hopefully more than one has 5 songs, you know? Okay. One of my dreams is to, if I had ever learned to drive, I can't drive, I'm colorblind, and because I'm an Aspie, I'd kind of get distracted so bloody easily. The rules of the road would just mean nothing to me. I'd do what I'm doing now, more or less. Except, you know, the real world, so I'd be dead, or at least barred from driving and have a huge fine and probably a fucked up car. But, that's pretty. But if I ever did drive, I'd love to get just a comfortable but reliable car. And from Portugal, the very end of Portugal, the very tip of Portugal, drive all the way to China. I'd absolutely love that. And I'd stop in capitals and famous places. This would be years. I'd live in the back of the car, you know. Where's the music gone? Where's the music gone? Mr. Music Man, where are you? Okay. That one's now a little bit too loud. God, the last two ones have been called Concentrate, Music to Concentrate. I've probably made it a little bit too low now. Hell, this music sounds like it's from Final Fantasy IX. Once we hit California, it's going to go back down to 55 miles an hour. Ugh. Funk that shit. Wasn't really your sort of game to play? Alright, oh cool, at least we passed through here. What games do you like to play? I mean, I know you like Oblivion. What else is your cup of tea? Who knows, maybe I'll have it and I can stream it next week or something. I like a little bit of everything, but the more I think about it, that's not entirely true. I'm thinking of getting Final Fantasy 15 when Black Friday hits. And I'll probably stream that for the rest of the year. Wacky wavy arm man! Inflatable arm man! Yeah! I'm a big fan of a lot of shooters, but you know, after a while, there's only so much you can do with pointing a gun at something. I mean, I like the Fallout series because, sure, there's guns, but also there's this is a nice town. I'd like to live here, but there's also you know, say Mass Effect, which isn't a first-person shooter, but still, I absolutely love Mass Effect. Half-Life 1 and 2, of course, which I do play here from time to time. Let's think of another one big fan of. I think I've played a lot of games, a lot of shooter games, but I'm not exactly fans. Like right now I'm playing Doom most days of the week. Not most days of the week, what the hell am I saying? At least once a week I play Doom. I'm nearly finished it. I'm at that weird troll slug thing. Yeah. Whoops. Sorry there, fellow trucker man. Alright, we're now in California. Let's see what else. I suppose I wouldn't say no to getting some of the Modern Warfare games, but I wouldn't play the multiplayers. I'd play the old school storylines, just the old school main story, and then that's it. And I wouldn't buy it for like very much. I'd pay like 20 for 4 games, you know? A bundle, basically. Because you're really just buying the same. I liked the darkness back when it was new. I never did play the Darkness 2. Oh yeah, absolutely, and GTA. I even liked Bully. I think I've played every GTA game except for the ones for the portable, like Chinatown Wars and things like that. Um, but yeah, Red Dead 2 looks promising, but we'll see how that is. God, my nose is just getting so clogged. It's getting hard to actually talk. Well, at least we're almost getting there. There is one game I'm probably going to pick up before I go. Did you ever play Gun? It's a cowboy game. It's one of those hidden gem games from, I think, the PlayStation 2 era, or maybe the PlayStation 3. I think it's only going for like a tenner right now, so it's probably going to be worth next to nothing by the time I get it. But I found it really cool. It's very limited though. After a while, you do everything in it. And it's an open world, but I mean it's a tiny, tiny open world in comparison. I think it's a little bit bigger than the Shivering Isles. See, I could play any 3D game. I'll play some MMOs. I've been flirting with the idea of playing a multiplayer game on this for a while, or even just a game I normally play but multiplayer, just so I have someone to banter back and forth to. Because as you might notice from time to time, it gets a bit empty here. Other times, you know, I can have 5, 6, 7, 8 people in the chat, and considering I only have recently crossed over to the 70 plus, in terms of subs, you know, that's not a bad number. And hell, 1 is a good number. I've only got 1 in the chat right now, and I'm having fun. I'm having fun. If only because I'm getting very zen just by driving. But yeah, multiplayer would be kind of cool. But the thing is, I'm not gonna lie. I'm terrible at a lot of games. I'm just absolutely shit at them. What MMO would you play most if you had a chance right now? Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. If I keep on at it. Also, I learned networking really helps. Just, you know, getting yourself known, especially to bigger groups and shit like that. My main problem is most people who watch me are Americans, so the time difference is atrocious. And you know, a lot of people from America who watch me want to go and see, like Ireland. Well, I can only show them so much of Ireland at any given time, and you know, it's more effort. I try to spice this. I try to spice it up, but I have been leaning heavily on the gaming as of late. I suppose I'm planning just to give them as much gaming as possible, then 8 days of America, 3 days of convention, airports, a look on my face that says "kill me," and then Then when I'm back, I have to prepare for Christmas. And then my birthday, which is more travel. I do love my travel videos, because I do love to travel. My goal is really just, at the end of the day, have enough people who watch me that I can go sit at a bar, at a quiet, empty bar, obviously, turn on my live stream, and at any given time, there'll be maybe 5 or 6 people to chat to, with others popping in and out. And I don't have to do it. You know, some people want money, some people want fame. I just want an audience. Because I'm going to do this anyway, so I might as well. But again, time differences, you know. And of course, a lot of people who watch the same stuff I do, they're kind of got short attention spans. They're like little tismites. They don't want to talk. They just want to say the word. They just want to say the N word over and over again, or hear me talk about farts. There's a time and place. Time and place, sonny. I've only heard of Foxhole, and obviously Warcraft is Warcraft. I've actually got Warcraft 2 on this, but I haven't tried to record it yet. I imagine that would get some people watching, that's for sure. Zug zug, nabu, nadu, ahoy. There is one place around here I tried to record not too long ago, and it was a disaster. So, I should try to do it again sometime. And then, of course, there's always Shemore, the massive hill. If you've seen my tour of my apartment, we showed Shemore. We still have to climb that. We say we're going to do it every year. We've been here about 3 years now. 3 years here, and then 3 years up in Carrick. This year's going to be weird. For Paddy's Day, I think I'll be in Budapest. And if not, I'll definitely want to celebrate in Dublin. Because I showed Carrick on Paddy's Day, and that was a brilliant night. It was brilliant. That was so much fun. People laughing, singing. Everyone wanted to take my picture because they thought I was a part of the parade. No. It's the way I dress, man. It's just the way I dress. So I'd like to go to Carrick, Dublin that night, but that's going to be batshit. That's going to be pure, unadulterated bonkers. What? Sorry. A lot of YouTubers are nowadays just money grabbing. Sure, and you know what? The YouTubers that made it successful up to quite recently, they didn't plan to make it their careers. But then someone like Jake Paul shows up from Vine. And the thing about Vine is, well, Vine didn't require any effort. No effort at all. It just... You know, you just need to have a checklist of things kids want. And then he brought his massive audience over. And then, boom, he's getting his face smashed in with, in a completely staged boxing match. I mean, it's still fun to watch his face get hit, but, you know, why can't people show up at his house and do that? He bloody deserves it after what he did to those Hispanic people and those fucking corpses. Piece of shit. I don't want anyone hurt. I don't want anyone killed. But I wouldn't say no if like somebody drove their car into him at like a meeting, so long as he's the only person hurt. That's right, Jake. The mighty LEV is calling you out. What you gonna do about it, bitch? Call me. I was actually thinking last night, if imagine if like PewDiePie just found me one day and goes like, "Oh, hey man, great. So I'm going to pick your best stuff, and I'm going to tell people to come and watch you." I don't think I could handle the fame, to be entirely honest with you. Even if it was only short-lived, because the thing about it is people show up for the sake of Boots, and, you know, if one or two people stayed, that's grand, but when it's thousands and thousands of people subscribing, you end up having, thousands and thousands of people left afterwards. You know, they're all from a different world, more or less, with different expectations. That would be way too much. I think if by the time I'm finished, this channel has like 1,000 or 2,000 subs, I think that would just be fine and dandy. I don't even have 100 yet, so. Baby steps, baby. Aaron's. I think they need to redesign that sign. You don't get a chance to actually stop and read it, you know? It's just Aaron's. Who is this mysterious Aaron? Where does he come from? What is he selling? Does he have the secret of life, or just really good tires? Ooh. Perhaps the secret of life is a really good tire. Need to fill up my tank when I get to my location. Oh yeah, Little Pump. A name to me. I don't think I've ever really I don't think I've ever watched anything from him. I know I can. I'm not weighing any. I'm not hauling anything. Focus. Yeah, stupidity and face. And you know what else? A lot of these people aren't even all that good looking to me. Like I'm straight, but you know I can appreciate a good looking man. And like, unless tastes have changed so much, where the Logan brothers are considered hot. A lot of those dorkly kids with like the really coiffed hair, like they look like they look like children sometimes, and sometimes they are children. They're like 17, 18. I mean, Jesus Christ, some of them are just. And then, of course, the gimmick and throwing stuff at the screen and making a lot of noise about nothing. If you don't follow him, watch Critical Penguin Zero. He's brilliant at breaking down shit like this. He sometimes does videos like the ones just for laughs, to show how easy and completely different it is. Like all the jump cuts in a lot of them. His friend Andrew did one where he just basically does jump for jump a reaction video. Huh? What? Huh? Every 5 seconds it cuts back. They can't even finish a sentence without cutting up, you know? And it's because, in many ways, Gen Zers have been brought up to not have the same sort of patience. And it's so stupid. Because patience is one of the best virtues you could ever have. Without getting too religious, which I'm also not, I'm an atheist, But Jesus, recipe for disaster. um. Oh, I love the new trend right now of say um uh it's 3 a.m. and you watch a video on YouTube alone in your house, you know? Look what happens, and they get tens of thousands of views, but what the fuck do you think's gonna happen? A ghost? I got this from the dark web, and it's just shit they found in like a gift shop somewhere. Yeah, the loot crate from the dark web. I mean, I know they're appealing to dumb kids, but all you're doing is turning those dumb kids into more dumb adults. Dumber adults, to be honest with you. Because then they'll get really defensive, the same way we get defensive over something that isn't great. Like, Gage, he won't let anybody say anything bad about Oblivion. I love Oblivion to bits. I can, as you've seen, play it for hours. But it's broken as shit. It's so bad. And it was bad when it was made, but it's outweighed by, to me, like, really enjoyableness, and not just from a nostalgic point of view. Because, like, the mods, you know, they're not nostalgic. Some of the DLC I have on it, I still haven't tried it out yet, and I've never had it before. I mean, now imagine people defending some of those mumble rappers from these days in a few years' time. Or Kanye West. Actually, I've met people who've defended Kanye. Kanye is genius, he's the ultimate troll. I'm just like, no, he's not. He doesn't get it. He's Kanye. That's what makes him so absurd. Well, South Park knew this shit. Now, don't get me wrong, if it turns out, yeah, he's the ultimate troll, then, my god, he's also the best actor of all time, you know? That's cool. On the atheist front, it's a shame about the way whenever I say I'm an atheist, I always have a moment of reservation, because more than once, not on this channel, but on not on other people's, on Rabbit, I sometimes, I used to host videos and stuff there, and you know, the doors are open. And, you know, I've had religious people in there, and they were totally fine. Muslims, Christians. But then you get this 17-year-old kid from Utah, who's like a Mormon, and he just was, he wanted to save me. And I was just there like, I want to block you, so I am. That makes me God. And I did it, you know? Then I felt bad. I felt bad for him. I felt bad that I was that snippy to him, but he pushed my buttons. He pushed my fucking buttons. So I pushed his button, and he went bye-bye. As I told him, like, my soapbox is not a place where you aren't allowed to say, you are allowed to say whatever, but you have your own soapbox. Go and do it, you know? And then when I show up and say, oh, there's no God, block me, you know? Because I'm being a dick now. Upgrade. Oh, for God's sake, I should have checked. Heat leisure, motherfucker. This is all your fault. Seriously, though, it's a shame you died. You could have been in some great movies. No, well, like I didn't. But no, like, Jesus Christ. Everyone has a soapbox, and, you know, one thing I've noticed, a lot of people, especially in the skeptic and the debate community, is that I just want to have some coffee and just chill because I'm finally here and I have I still have to grab $40,000 before I can upgrade this motherfucker. So I'm not gonna do some quick jobs around Sacramento, so when I can come back to it. But anyway, yeah, people will be like, "Oh, why won't you debate me?" Because I don't want to. You're not owed a debate. Why won't you talk about this when you talk about this? Because of my own reasons. I might tell you those reasons. If not, so be it. You know, and then people will throw out, "Oh, you're censorshipping me." No, not really. I'm not blocking you from saying this. I'm saying I don't care. You're not saying anything I want to hear. And in case of religion, it's usually nothing I haven't heard before, unless it's absurd. Because sometimes it can be a genuinely well-put argument in the construct that, you know, religion is religion. And I'm like, all right, well, I can see where you're getting your logic from there. Fair enough. And then I don't destroy it. I fucking hate when people say that, especially when they put it all in caps. Destroy. But, I'll be like, fair enough. And then I'll just be like, but that still doesn't prove. And then they'll go, yes, it does. And then we're just at a loggerhead. You can't pass by it. Their logic and my logic intertwines, but it doesn't work. So we just agree to disagree. It's all you can do. You're not saving anybody. I don't think I've ever convinced anybody to drop their religion. It happens. People do hear great arguments and they're like, oh my God, he's right. Or rather, oh my not God, he's right. But I don't know. I think it's just the whole religious angle of like proselytizing and shit. They need to go out and they need to save you. And they have these terrible, terrible fucking views on how you live, and they never bothered to even ask. I'm feeling sad. I don't have enough time to do this, but this would be more. I'm literally going through the entire map. And I want to. And the children need their toys. Oh, man. Oh, wait, I know what I can do. I'm going to take a loan out. I'm going to have to work my ass off, but I can do it. Take 100,000 out. Okay. That's so much dedication, therefore great passion. Oh, absolutely. But at the same time, he couldn't handle the being famous. He couldn't handle the success. Which was a shame, but these things, I hate to say it, but these things do happen. And did happen. And will happen again. Speaking of, do you see Amy Winehouse's truck headquarters? Did you see Amy Winehouse's hologram is going to go on tour? Alright, so here's my new upgrade. Oh, cool, we have our own sofa. Neat. Can you leave the truck? Can you leave the truck? Because if you can, I want to leave the truck. I don't think I've ever checked this. Throttle, brake, shift, parking brake, engine, trailer, retard, differential, right, hazard, beacon, horn, arrow. Well, that's a useful thing I need to do, dashboard. I don't think you can leave the truck. No. Damn. That's a shame. It's probably a mod or something you can use. Yeah, I remember watching him in The Patriot for the first time. Oh, no, Knight's Tale. What's it, Patriot? I don't know which was first. I'm thinking, oh, wow, cool. Like, a few years later, I saw him as, of course, the Joker. The real thing that made him famous. How much money do I have? 67. I don't think I can afford a truck. But I'm gonna go and check this shit out. At least I'll be ready for next time I play this. Oh, cool. I haven't played Primal yet, but I'm currently going through Far Cry 3. I tried to play it yesterday, or the day before, I forget which. And it just wouldn't work for some reason. It would just be glitchy as all hell. So I kind of gave up there a little bit. Okay, so where's a location? Truck dealers. Where I live. Nearest one's Batterbelt, huh? Yes. Okay. So I don't have enough money. Typical. This is nice and serene though. Let's have a look. Some of these trucks are so much nicer than mine. I suppose I shouldn't try to buy anything because I've got a pretty hefty loan to pay off. So I guess I'll do one job, one super duper easy to do job. That'll take 40 odd minutes, or if not, then Jesus. No, I don't want those incredibly long ones. That seems a little bit more realistic. Wood shavings, machine parts. There, I like the look of that truck better anyway. Yeah, I heard it was more the same. It was a really cool idea. Although the map apparently was just the exact same map from Far Cry 4. I liked Far Cry 4 a lot. In fact, it might have been my very first Far Cry 4. So, yeah, the trailer looks like shit. Can't wait to get those mods back. Come on. Come on. Sorry, I'm just trying to do this. All these lazy bums over here. We've been working for 24 hours. Yeah, so, I like Far Cry 4, but Far Cry 3 is pretty good too. And of course, Far Cry 5 is great. And the ending of Far Cry 5, holy shit. I thought it was a pretty cool. I got all the endings for Far Cry 5. And I got the bonus ending for Far Cry 4. I thought that was hilarious. Takes forever to know. If I didn't see online, I wouldn't have known it's a thing. Oh, I do. I also played Far Cry 1, but I wasn't a fan. I stopped after only I think only like a few hours. Never played Far Cry 2. I'm tired of saying Far Cry. Far Cry. So 3, Far Cry 3. I'll be probably playing that next week sometime. Try to get it to work. I think I have to do that tracking mission where you have to hunt down that guy who was watching you play the cards, the game of cards. You have to hunt him. I'm not a big fan of sneaking missions. It's one reason why I'm not a big fan of Metal Gear or anything like that. Though saying that, I did enjoy Metal Gear 5. I did enjoy Metal Gear 5 indeed. Oh, Ubisoft. I saw that there, but I didn't actually read the rest, so give me a second. Alright, so read this. Yeah, it was Ubisoft. Did a little more plan than it being applaud. Yeah. Then again, I'm currently going through Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and well, oh Ubisoft. That's all I can say. But I like grinding. Oh well, great. Then be a stripper. You know. I don't particularly enjoy having to grind to that degree. Well, then you just buy the time savers. Fucking hell. Time saver my foot up your ass, you French bastards. Which is a real shame because like Yahtzee said, every once in a while you'll see a hint of what things like Assassin's Creed could be, with games like Black Flag or the earlier Assassin's Creed games, or even some gimmicks. Even in like there was one gimmick I absolutely loved in Unity, glitchy as fuck, but you know, there was that investigation one. It might not be Witcher levels of investigation, but still, it was, you know, you could piece shit together and make conclusions. I always thought that was pretty cool. And then I'd clip through the floor, and well, I paid €60 for that motherfucker. Sold it, and I do believe I went to a Chinese buffet with the money. much better use of my time. This engine sounds off. My roommate, he really likes Watchmen. Not Watchmen, Jesus. What do you call it? Watch Dogs. He likes playing that. And he also likes, I don't think this is Ubisoft, but he's currently looking forward to playing The Division. And both of those games are like they can have a lot of grindiness to them. I know I, for one, there has to be a fine line of grindiness. Well, like, even make the grindiness enjoyable, like The Witcher. You've got all the all those side missions, and each one of them has like proper dialogue and banter and a backstory in them, and they stick out to you, especially in Witcher 3. But then you have Assassin's Creed, you know, you show up in your godly armor, and what's the first thing they ask you to do? Oh, mighty hero from yore, I need 10 things of wood. Okay. You'll get 2 experience. Wow. Alternatively, you could buy some Helix points. Mass Effect Andromeda also had that problem. First contact with an alien race, and what do they ask you to do? Oh, could you fetch this thing from a location? Okay, don't you want to ask me about my society or my world or... No, just go and do that, then I'll trust you implicitly. Even hit on you a little bit. Oh, when they reveal new games and then there's all those different types of... all those different types of, like, additions... to the point where you wonder that they actually know what, like, definitive is. Ultimate Edition, Definitive Edition, Legendary Edition, Game of the Year Edition. You know, edition upon edition upon edition upon edition. It's not as bad as that Deus Ex game that had to get scaled back, which was good because, oh my god. But it's still, it's shitty. It's pure shit. Ubisoft is... and yet they, you know, I complain, but I pay 60 quid for them. I complain about Shadow of War's horrible microtransactions. I'll pay it. I was even tempted to get in Star Wars Battlefront until I looked at it and was like, oh no, no, this isn't good at all. Which is a shame, because Star Wars Battlefront 2, the original one for the PlayStation 2, oh, magnifique. Magnifique. And there goes the music again. That's a shame. Am I in the mood of... I'm rambling so much, you probably don't even hear the music. Sorry about that, but... Give me an inch and I'll take you 50 miles. God, the amount of trucks out today. Okay, so I got about half an hour left before I end this stream. So let's see how much money I can make. I have to pay back, the, oh, bollocks. I'm not even on the right lane. Ah! Duh! Curse you! Whatever. Good thing I don't have the, I don't have any sort of, like, laws turned on or anything like that. This is just for cathartic net reasonings over. Okay, and now we turn the engine off. Do we? No? What the hell? There we go. Thank you for your cooperation. Good stuff. I need to get more games like this. Not just like trucking and shit like that, but I mean just arbitrary task and then I can just chillax, you know? Buddy, you're a bus, okay? You're not as important as me. Now if you were a tank or a limo, you know, Yep, yep. Can't argue with that one. Although I'm not gonna lie, The Sims. The Sims are where it's at for me. EA's last holdout. I remember back when they really were electronic artists, and their icon was just this very 90s looking collection of polygons and shit like that. Rudimentary shapes, like 3D shapes, and then the Electronic Arts logo down the bottom. EA. EA fucks up everything if you give it long enough. Fucked up Mass Effect. It's gonna fuck up Dragon Age. I guarantee you it's gonna fuck up Dragon Age when they finally make the next one. Which is a shame, because Dragon Age Inquisition was good. I have so much fun with Dragon Age Inquisition. I keep saying I'm gonna start doing a complete character from Dragon Age 1 to Dragon Age Inquisition. I'll have to turn off the nudity though. It's actually the main reason I don't play The Witcher is because of the nudity. I don't want my thing taken down, you know? Yeah, it was. It really was. And Sims 4 is even more bare bones. Didn't even start off with the pool. But I can't help it. I get joy out of it. And here's the thing. Sims 4 is... Sims 3 was, I think, in many ways, a better game. This on a bare bones front. For example, you could use cars to drive around, and you could see yourself drive to the place. You could I suppose Generations, but I never did install Generations. Things like that. And then Sims 4's come along, and it's just releasing the same stuff over and over again. And of course, then you have in the most classic case of DLC ever. You have DLC for DLC. You know, you must buy Pets Pack in order to buy other Pets Pack. Saying that, Pets Pack is fun. The expansion there, and Seasons looks good, but I mean the prices they ask for it, it's just get them on sale if you can, but otherwise don't get them. And of course it requires Origin to run. Fuck Origin. Heh, I use mods too. I use tons of mods. I don't suppose you heard of Wicked Whims, do you? I use other mods as well, of course. The amount of TVs you can get with mods, oh, it makes it seem so much more alive. Because The Sims, after a while, since the very first one, especially with the first one, The Sim just felt stale, you know, like you could only do so much with your Sim. Then Sims 2 came along and it definitely added a lot of new stuff. Oh, Sims 1 has so much nostalgia for me though. I played it again recently and I was like, wow, this is so 90s. This is so 90s America, even though it's not America. Nice car. Yeah, Wicked Whims. I also have the mod that lets you buy and sell drugs. I often play as a stoner character now. A stoner couple that just spend all day, one guy writing up his tunes that are going to make him wealthy. She's working in a, this is all with mods obviously, she's working at like a convenience store. He sells a bit of weed on the side, they have a cat. It's like 70% of people on this earth that I know. It's glorious. And that's what mods can do, you know. Why I love mods for this. Why I love mods for Skyrim is why I love mods for Oblivion and Fallout. Oh, Fallout mods can be great. There's a new one coming out pretty soon on the Nexus where you get to go to Northern California. That looks really cool. And everyone from Fallout 4 is going crazy, which I don't have on this. Everyone who's got it, who likes using mods, are looking forward to going down to Miami. You know? Hell yeah! The voice acting might be terrible, and it might be glitchy, and it might even cause a game to crash until you get it just right, but mods. Mods never change. Oh god, this is gonna end badly. I need this money. I have so much debts. Okay, I got 20 minutes to get 374 more miles to my location. Can I do it? I can if I remember I don't need to worry about the rules of the road, but I do need to worry about if my truck crashes. Oh god. Down to the wire, baby. Down to the wire. I don't know how long this stream's going to be on for. Not this one, obviously. I know exactly how long it's gone for. It's an hour, not an hour, 102 minutes. This stream I'm going to be on, watching. I don't know how long that's be on for. But if it's dull, or if it's over quickly enough, I'll probably end up streaming myself right after it. Like I said, BioShock. I love me some BioShock. When I'm finished beating BioShock 1, I'll play the commentaries, but I can't play them on this because I'll probably get a copyright strike. Actually, more importantly, a copyright claim and have this shit taken down. Or is it the strikes that take you down? Content claim? Shit, can't remember. Either way, I'll play BioShock for a bit, and then afterwards I'll go... That'll be me until Wednesday. If I upload anything else, it probably won't be gaming. I'm not quite sure what I might be uploading, but you never know. I still need to do that review of Disenchanted. I keep saying I'm going to do it, but I haven't watched Netflix in ages. Just keep renewing my subscription and maybe watching one show. I should do that on Thursday, because I'll probably be hungover. Alright, I'm going to lock this down. On Thursday, assuming nothing terrible happens, I will watch Disenchanted from start to finish, and then do a review. I have it written down now, so watch for that video. Well, not written down, I have it recorded. So I'm going to have to guilt myself into doing it. I haven't heard good things from Disenchanted, though, which is a shame. Hold on. Well, with the world's racism, for example, the past supremacist. If you're a supremacist, you should be unscathed by opposition that kill. Whoa, Radgad, you might need some might see some context for what you said there. Well, more things wrong with the world is racism. For example, in the past, supremacist. If you're a supremacist, you should be unscathed by the opposition, not to kill the other race you are against. What exactly? What exactly is that? Did you post that in like the wrong stream or something? And it's not good? Well, don't spoil it. I need to find that out for myself. I'll be very happily surprised, but no, I'm not going to expect it to be great. But I'm not going to go into it thinking it's shit. I'm going to give it a fair shake. It is Matt Groening, after all. Oh. Shit! No! No, 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 no. Curse this incredibly responsive steering wheel. Oh my god, no. Oh no. Shit. Maybe there's a turn off up here. Sorry, folks. You're gonna have to just keep the fuck away from me right now. Maybe the barrier gives way in a second. Please let it give way in a second. Is that giving way? I'd be so arrested right now. Yeah, I mean, all this is going to be is my opinion. Hell, my episodes are called Low Energy Opinions for that very reason. I think there's a crossroads up here. See you at the crossroads, crossroads, crossroads. See you at the crossroads. Yep, here it is. Where is it? Is it? No. Ah. Wait. Yes. No. Ass. I have no idea how long this is going to go on for. So now on top of everything, I'm swerving in and out of incoming... Ah! Ah! Yes. Out of my way, speed limit. That's for the robots, not for me. Okay. Whew, that was scary. Right. Yeah, oh no, it's not just something. Well, more things wrong with the world is racism. For example, the past supremacy, if your supremacy should be unscathed by the opposition to the race. Yeah, I suppose. I mean, hate by its very definition is a huge problem. I mean, in America, I know they're constantly trying to push this narrative that no one else can be racist, just bigoted. But even a lot of people on the left have kind of discredited that notion. I find I used to be very right wing. I've said this before. I'll say it again. I used to be more or less a skinhead. I know I'm bald, but I don't know. I'm just I used to have like a lot of rage. It was all badly misdirected. I was just not happy with who I was, so I was trying to take it out on others. And I'm not proud of it. I'm definitely not proud of it. I just think that so when I see people, I'm getting fucking tired of this. When I see say when JF was talking about his ethno-state on Drunken Peasants, I just wanted to take him aside, and I didn't want to like slap some sense into him or any shit like that. I just wanted to say, hey man, I know what's going through you right now. I get it. I get it. You're angry, you're scared, but this isn't how you go about it. Because number one, you won't succeed the way you want to succeed. Like, there won't be an Aryan uprising or any shit like that, you know? There won't be white people taking back what's theirs. Because that's not how you should look at it. White people still have it, but now they have to have it along with other people. You know? It's called equality. Real equality. And anyone who's asking for more is not asking for equality. And, you know, you see people supporting Sargon and UKIP and wanting Brexit. I mean, you're from the UK. Did you support Brexit or not, if you don't mind me asking? I had an uncle who voted for Brexit. He said it wasn't about the immigrants; it was about control over Brussels. But like not like giving control over Brussels. I got that part. I did get that part. It's very true. But if that was one of the original reasons, it's kind of been sidelined pretty bloody quickly. Well, that's fair enough. I mean, if you supported Brexit, you supported Brexit. You could have supported Brexit because you don't like the brown person living out at the end of the street. Or you could have had some severe issues with the EU. Hell, I'm in Ireland. We have some severe issues with the EU, you know? The choice was yours. But I get that. I do. It's just... I don't think it to be the way forward. Nor do I think, you know, you should let Muslims do whatever the hell they want in a country that isn't predominantly Muslim. Because Sharia law is no one's friend. Period. But, you know, a lot of times these people were complaining about this, that, the other, like immigrants come in here and take that job. But they're the same sort of people who would have no problem with a Romanian or a Pole taking their job, because they're going to do a better job than they ever will. Oh no, so what is it then? What is it? Oh, well, it's, you know, those other people. The people from Africa, the people from the Middle East, the Chinese. And you're like, ah, the not white people. Okay. And then, you know, on the non-racist side of it, you had people not knowing how to fix it. Like, alright, so you leave Brexit. Like, it's happening right now. Brexit happens, you win. What happens then? Then we leave. How does that work? Well... And, you know, the deadline is only a few months away now, isn't it? It's a shit show. But it's a shit show the same way Trump in office is a shit show. They howl about they're going to have great change, they're going to take back what's theirs. They get in charge and they just muddle it. And they blame everyone. They blame everyone except... Remember what I said earlier? Shit, no! I didn't say that, but I also heard it. Yeah, Brussels, control. Yeah, that's fine. And like I said, I can totally get it. I mean, remember what I said earlier about a lot of people... I mean, you must admit, a lot of people did vote to kick out the immigrants and to stop the Muslims from having a say and, you know, bringing back good British values. A lot of people did vote Brexit for that. You can't deny it. Looks like a lot of neo-Nazis voted for Trump. But remember what I said earlier on today, it's like excuses. A lot of people have excuses. And Trump now claims, oh, it's the media, it's Hillary, it's our enemies overseas, it's the liberals. You know? No, it's not. It's because you don't have a fucking clue on how to do anything. Because you think this is how the world works because you were told it by a bunch of old religious nutjobs or fringe extremists like Alex Jones and Glenn Beck, who doesn't like Trump. Or Kanye, you know? And you can blame the internet to a degree for that. You know, it all rolls back. They're all connected. This world is one big connection. And you can find the sinews if you look hard enough. But it's just... It's one thing to think it, but it's another when you act on it, and it's not working. Well, then clearly something's wrong, and you can't blame the opposition for everything. Especially if they're really doing nothing. Like the Kavanaugh hearings, for example. Everyone was agreeing that it was a shit show. He was not getting any due process. You're damn right he wasn't. Because that's how the Republicans wanted to do it. They didn't want an FBI investigation. Because the FBI investigation would have shown that he was a bloody rapist. And without him, Trump would probably have gotten impeached. Still could happen, but I don't know. When the election comes along, I hope America wakes up to it, because so many people are whinging about Trump. I hope they actually do something. And I want Brexit to succeed, or I want them to, at England at the very least, to go back cap in hand and going, we made a mistake, we got a little bit crazy, let's not speak about this again. But, you know, I want some progression. I want some progression. I want less talking and more action, you know? Kind of like how most people want my streams to be like. Why did I do this? Why did I do this? Clean up aisle me. Oh, hey, retard. Sorry. Sorry I didn't see you there. Yeah, I'm just wrapping up. In fact, I'm gonna miss the opening of this live stream I want to be on. Well, I'm not gonna be on it, but I hope you're doing well, retard. Hope you're doing well. Once I get to this location and drop it off, it's over. So if you want, stick about and let's see how quickly I can get there. Yeah, I think middling. I think middle of the road, not doing anything, one way or another, is the worst thing you can do. Action. And then, you know, if your action turns out to be wrong, well then be an adult and be like, okay, I kind of fucked up. Maybe we'll try it your way. Or maybe we'll create a new way. America and its two-party system is a fucking joke. Ireland's just one big middling pool. Nothing ever changes here. Everyone just shouts at each other all day long. New boss, same as the old boss. At least we have porn. At least we have porn. Anyway, retard. How is you? You good? I don't suppose if you know if DP or DFF is on tonight, do you? Because the last thing I want is to try to compete with those motherfuckers. Plus, I'd actually like to be on DP in the after stream for once. It's been ages. We're almost getting there. Almost. Oh wow, neat. Well, that's cool, because I'm going to be streaming some Bioshock later if you want to watch me shoot up a bunch of splicers in some Art Deco dystopian nightmare. I've got, like I said, I've got this stream I want to check out for a little bit. Plus, you can only stare at the inside of a truck cabin so much before it starts wearing on you. But I was worried that someone is going to be posting something up. Pimp doesn't count because he always posts up something. And as for Evan... Actually, I don't know. Does Evan post anything? By the way, as I'll be there on the 1st of November, what's the weather forecast going to be like, do you think? Will I need to pack some thermal socks? I am the master of this road. Your arbitrary rules, or should I say your carbitrary rules, have no power over me. Coola boola. I mean, yeah, I know. There's always more people, but especially if they're outside of our group or something like that. But you see, most of the people who follow me probably would pick DP at a moment's notice. And I'm not gonna lie, some nights I won't stream early on because I was like, ooh, DP's on tonight, you know. Shit, is it this way? Is that way? Whoa, Jesus, it's so wonky right now. Snow in October here is a little cold. Chilly, but not full-blown winter gear. Good to know, man. Good to know. I've been there this time. I know there's usually a lot of rain, but I'm Irish, so that's okay. And I know you guys got a little bit of that storm, a little bit of the hurricane. Oh, Dragon's Dogma. Cool. But I think what is it? I think I'll have fun when I'm off there. I've got the convention for 3 days, and then I've got clean sailing. I'd love to do a meetup with some locals from Omaha. Make a little video out of it, or just pose for a picture or some shit like that. Especially if they know any good place to eat and drink. Plus it'll give my friends a chance to get me out of their hair for a little bit so they can do married couple things like cuddle up in front of the sofa and do sex stuff. Otherwise I'm kind of stuck in the house all day. Oh, sorry, it's a little cold, a little odd. Well, still, I'll do my best to pack light, I suppose. Yeah, man. I'll be trying. I'll get in touch. I'll probably get in touch with you after I land. Now, the first. Any chance you got into the convention? Are you going to be going to Anacon? I'll be making a little video explaining what my plans are, but that's really it. I'll be doing, after the convention, it's just going to be eating and drinking. I know she wants to take me up to Old Market. I do love me some Old Market. But, and we want to do a pub crawl at some point, which I'm definitely down for. Oh, it's a gaming, anime, nerd, basically. It's a nerd convention. They've got the two voice actors from Fullmetal Alchemist, the two main ones. They're going to be there, so it's going to be packed. It's actually going to be my first ever convention. Yeah, if anyone sees me there, say hi. Like, if you see me recording or anything, it doesn't matter. But the thing you have to remember is, get this. I'm going to be leaving the day before the convention and getting there around about midnight Omaha time. And then about 8 hours later, we're going to be going up to the convention center and probably going to be partying there. Hell, if we meet somebody who has a hotel room free, we'll probably go and have a party at their place. And then I've got to do that for another 2 more days. I am going to be fucking destroyed. All the while I also want to pick up some merch. People will probably want to have pictures taken with me, not because I'm famous or anything, it's just because I'm Irish. You know, I'll go to the hotel bar and talk to some of the chaperone parents who are getting sick and tired of hearing people, a bunch of otakus talk. And they're like, oh wow, you're from America. Oh honey, you're from Ireland. Oh wow, look honey, he's an Irishman. Go, let's take our pictures. I don't know why I'm making them sound so much like they're from Minnesota. Maybe they are from Minnesota, you know. But it should be fun. And even if not, I'll be probably so exhausted I won't be able to tell. And then afterwards just a trip. It's a good old-fashioned trip where I get to take pictures and buy shit I don't need and put on a lot of extra weight and get shit-faced, and who knows, maybe I'll even meet a girl. That'd be kind of cool. It's been a while. It's been a while. Oh, shit. Back this shit back up. Enter. Now, do I want to do this? Yeah, right. I'm already late as it is. Anyway, what type of hard liquor do you know? As an Irishman, by default, I have to say all, but that is actually untrue. For example, whiskey and me don't get along too well, unless it's a part of a cocktail. Right now, I'm kind of big into the craft gins that are sweeping across Ireland, because around here we've got Gunpowder Gin right up there in the corner. Like, right up in the next town, sorry. Right up in the next town. I just want to say my island. I just want to say my island. Alright, but I'll have to put on the accent. I'll have to put on the accent a little bit. Yeah, but it's gunpowder. It's Gunpowder Gin, basically. Right now is my my spirit of choice. Well, I'm still a beer guy. Now, I might be getting a little extra bit of money this week, so I'm thinking on Drunken Wasted Wednesdays. Drunken Wasted Wednesdays. Kind of redundant, but there you have it. Fuck it, I'm not in the mood for this. Right. I'm thinking what I'll do is I will go and get like a really fancy bottle of something, like for 40, 50 quid. But that's only if I have the extra money. Otherwise, I'll just get beer, or maybe wine, or maybe if it's on sale, something cheap like Fireball, and then their knockoff Baileys. That's a nice cocktail, by the way. Fireball and Irish cream. Mix that stuff together. Yeah. Rum and scotch, sometimes gin, also vodka. I used to love scotch. I used to really like scotch, and then I don't know. I was with my first girlfriend at the time, and we used to bar hop from place to place, and I used to always just get one glass of scotch and sort of sip it for like 2 or 3 hours and become very mellow. It was a very calming experience. Then one day that just stopped. It just didn't have the same effect anymore. It must be all psychosomatic, you know? But if I have the money, I will pick up an interesting looking bottle to have on Wednesday when I get drunk playing Oblivion. But yeah, I'll definitely say my island. My island! And then what are they going to say, like, Iceland? Ah, it's close there, love. You might want to try that again, though. We're a little bit more green. Oh, you're from Greenland. I walked into that one. Yeah, this was it. I appreciate the company. The company always makes even the mundane streams a little less, far less, more in fact. Now, I'm already running late, so I'll wrap it up. Thank you very much for Retard, hopefully, and of course, Rad Gamer, especially Rad Gamer. Special shout out to Rad Gamer for keeping me so preoccupied. But this probably won't be too long, an hour, 2 hours, 3 at the most, and then I will be back on again to play some Bioshock. Hopefully the controller will bloody work this time. Sweet. Well, I'll see you there. But yeah, to anyone who watches this in the future, thank you very much. And I hope, if you like it, thumbs up. If you don't, thumbs down. If you aren't already, please consider subscribing. And regardless, comments are there for a reason, to be abused. But also, don't forget, because I even forget to tell people, don't forget to hit that notification button. It's a struggle, but it does sometimes work. Anyway, I am out. I hope to see some of you later, and I hope to see some new faces too. And above all else, I hope you're okay, because I am. I'm out. Bye.